Hey guys, welcome back. I may or may not have deleted a file that was supposed to go out, but in all other cases, you might see some spoilers, and you might have seen something. Well, you might be able to see something that's still in orbit. That's not supposed to be in orbit, but it's gonna decay into the atmosphere pretty shortly. But this episode, we're launching a satellite into space in 3, 2, 1. So I'm thinking we should start our own little mission to the moon here. At the moment, I have a rover kind of built. I think I got the lander all straightened out, and I'm kind of like looking for a crew vehicle. Like I'm kind of like building a crew vehicle, but like still need like maybe 3 more parts. Might come in handy. So I'm gonna pretty much wait out for the parts. For the moon program, I'm considering on kind of working towards a Apollo-like situation where we have like a lander and a crew vehicle. At the same time, like I kind of want to be kind of a change up to the Apollo program. Like instead of having 3 vehicles, we're gonna have 4 because we're gonna count in the rover as a vehicle. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna launch the rover first, which will be our manned and unmanned vehicle, so that we can roam around and we can rendezvous with the landing crew, so that they can have a vehicle to travel around in. And also, it will be like kind of their transportation, and also kind of like my ground vehicle satellite. That way I can collect science on the ground. What else? Oh yeah, the lander. At the moment I'm using the lander can Mark 1, which only allows 1 person to be seated inside. I'm planning on upgrading it. I'm not too sure yet, but like the art style for the lander can Mark 1 looks pretty good for what I'm doing right now. And I'm not too sure if I should get more people on the ground or just have 2 people in the crew vehicle and 1 on the ground just to collect samples and then get out. I'm not too sure about it yet, but I'll figure something out. Let's see how far out we're gonna get here. Stage. Almost done with the stage. So far, good launch. Straight. Oh, separated too early. Oh, crap. And 90. Get on to 90. Okay, so we're gonna have a little high orbit here. It's gonna be low enough that we can do stuff. It's just kind of low for what I potentially wanted to do. It's gonna be kind of eccentric, considering that I've spent a lot of fuel getting up here. And stabilize. Let's maneuver ourselves back here. Okay. Let's try and not spin ourselves out of control this time. So as you can tell, I've already launched a satellite in orbit, but the orbit is slowly decaying and I can't really fix it. So I'm gonna just launch another one right now. Let you guys watch. So far, like, KSP is working out so well. We only had like maybe 1 accident, and then maybe an accident during test flights for equipment and stuff like that. Actually, I don't think there was an actual accident. Like, I think the only 1 accident was when that one time the rocket blew up. Not my fault. Well, technically it is my fault. But to be fair, I didn't stage correctly, so like one of the rocket boosters kind of like hit up one of the decouplers, and that decoupler just like shot off and shot me off same time. So yeah, no accident, but like no actual physical accident, but we're hanging on pretty well. The only person that so far has died is Jeb, and Jeb can always come back. So is Bill, and I think Bob. I think Bob's the other one. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's get this out of the way. Let's try and make it a little bit more circular. Hmm, 80 sounds good, but 90 sounds better. Okay. Hopefully we get into the sunlight here so I can show you what the satellite kind of looks like. Because right now I kind of built this satellite just ad hoc, just add things that I need on it so I can do the science and stuff like that. Because there is a contract where you just collect science for orbiting planets and stuff, so I thought might as well just plant one like in orbit just so we can get some money and some science out of it. Because the reward for the science is I think like 5,000 in funds and then like 1 science, but the 5,000 in funds can come in handy, especially if you're building like small rockets and stuff like that. And at the moment we have over 500,000, so not so bad. And we're coming up to a sunrise here. Let's get this orbit straightened out a little bit. Our orbit's gonna be kind of just like, yeah, it's gonna be kind of weird, but I'm okay with that. Look at that sunrise. Can we still collect temperature data? Let's see, barometer. Nothing in space. Log temperature. Don't need temperature anymore. So yeah, this is the probe on the end of the spacecraft here. It's got 2 solar panels, a battery, an antenna, and a little thermometer just so I can measure the temperature of the vacuum of space. Ooh, that's kind of nice. And screenshot. Okay, we got 30 seconds to make the burn. It looks like we're gonna have a very long burn here. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, 20 seconds. I think I'm gonna just speed it up a little bit. Okay, it looks like a 5-second burn. Two, 1, and done. How does our orbit look? 77 and 101. I'd call that pretty successful. I think I'm gonna go retrograde. That way we'll launch the satellite. Cause I kinda like launching it from behind, that way like it'll slow down just a little bit. Oh. Went a little too far there. Come on, get back there. Get back there. Come on. You can do it. And landed it. Okay. We're about to launch a satellite, so let's start deploying solar panels. Originally I had the satellite with the non-rotating, like pretty much the stationary ones, like the stationary panels, but I thought after a while like it might be better just to invest in just 2 large solar panels instead of like 6 of them. That way you can just keep getting power over and over again. Okay, let's gently decouple here. There we go. Let's rename it. The first satellite that's over there is called Kerbal 1, so I'm guessing we should call this Kerbal 2. I could just gently like drift off like that. Okay. Kerbal 2. Now good to go. Can I switch back to my capsule, whatever you want to call it? Can I please switch back? There you go. Am I actually on it? Okay. I'm on it. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is, now that that's launched, pull up our probe, set as target, just so we can observe. Yep, it looks like it's gonna be in a stable orbit. It's gonna stay there for a while. So it looks like we can deorbit and go home. Job's done. Let's see if we can stick the landing. Gotta find my retrograde. It's not that way. Look at it just majestically drifting off. I think I found it. There we go. Oh, there it is. There it is. I had it on the relative speed of the target, which was the satellite and not the orbit. Okay, so here we go. Everything looks good. I'm gonna just slowly burn my periapsis down. We're gonna just fly right by it. Goodbye. Hopefully you bring me some science, cause you were kind of expensive. I think you costed like $4 grand. And I think that's enough. Okay. I'm gonna move this here and this here. That way we kind of like slowly land, and then we can use this to brake. Okay. Let's fast forward time a little bit, just so we can get into re-entry. Still 7 kilometers out even after 15 minutes. Holy crap. Okay. That's a good chunk of land we can land on. Are we gonna actually land there, or we're gonna land on the dark side of nowhere? Okay. I suggest we land on the bright side, or the light side. Expend as much fuel as I can, just so we can get closer to a landing here. That looks pretty good. I have to admit, this continent looks pretty interesting. What I can do is someday, or like once we have most of the stuff unlocked, we should just have like a habitat that just like rolls around, just like collects data all over the place, and then we'll cover it at the end. That could be an interesting idea, considering it'll be a cheaper way of just like getting all of these places rather than just like waiting. I think we can burn a little bit more so we can avoid the coast. There we go. Can we still see satellite? Is that a little too far from us? Yeah, it's a little too far from us. I just realized we're kind of on the opposite side of the other satellite, which is kind of nice. Like, I think at the moment the only thing in the vanilla game is just you can plant satellites, but like the satellites won't communicate with each other. Like, you can't like send data back with the same amount of signal strength as just being around the orbit. It'd be kind of nice if they add that into the vanilla game, where you can kind of like satellite hop your data. So I can send your data from the closest satellite, and that satellite relays it to another satellite, and so on. It'd be kind of helpful though, like just to get science across without like having like so many landers and stuff like that, just to like bring people back and forth. We might start doing like unmanned missions too, I think, like rovers and stuff like that, something like robotic. We might send a rover to Duna first before we send people over, or Kerbals over. That might be an interesting idea, considering that a rover is lighter. But then again, we get a lot more science if we bring back data and samples. How close are we? Just 60 meters? Okay. It'd be kind of nice if we can just land somewhere soft. Like probably like here. It's a whole lot of nothing. No thank you, I don't want to deploy the chute. Can't get a crew report. Nothing to report, that's good. Can we get a pressure check? Still nothing. What about a thermometer? Because I know there's a thermometer under here. Okay, I'm definitely not going out to pick that up. Coming way too close to the ground. Okay. Yep, we're coming in on a bit of land on the coast, so we should be fine. We could totally just deploy our chutes right now. Just totally do it. Oh, that just popped out of nowhere. Looks like a crater. Or is that like one of the Easter eggs or something? Because it looks very Easter eggy. Nope, nope, it's just a pool of water. Alright, we're coming in. And we're burning up. Oh, we're going in deep. But it looks like a really nice landing though. We're way far away from KSC, but at least this is something. Like, I've been trying to like aim all my spacecraft towards KSC, but like in this special case, I think landing on another continent wouldn't be so bad. Can we get a barometer? And still nothing. Okay. Can I get a crew report? Okay. Also nothing. $10,000 meters. Kind of orient ourselves a little bit differently so that we can land. gonna pop my chute at 2,000 maybe, just so it can slow us down. Just past 6,000. Thing looks good. Now let's move that up. Coming up to 3,000 right now. And popping our chute. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Deploy chute, deploy chute! Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh no, there goes our craft. Could have landed that whole thing, but whatever. Okay. I'm not too sure if these engines can break us, but we can definitely try. Like, I definitely built this thing to like just rescue Kerbals from space, but right now it's gonna have to be our landing unit. Okay, let's do this. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, just lost our parachutes. Okay, we're gonna have to like make a very gentle landing here. By gentle, I mean like super soft. Easy. Easy. Easy now. Easy, easy, easy. 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 And landed it. That counts. Even though I rolled over, that counts. Oh my god. That was insane. I didn't know there was a lot of force in those little engines, but we proved that wrong. Okay. Let's just do all of our little science bits here. Can we take the data? Take the data, board. Can we take additional readings? Yes, we can. So, this run was pretty good. Got a lot of data. I wonder if I should take a soil sample. Oh no, what did I do? Did it just automatically recover my vehicle? Oh man. I want to take a sample, but whatevs. 6 science. Let me show you guys what I've done so far with the off-camera grinding here. So, a while back we did like a bunch of like this stuff, and now we're kind of getting into like the more complicated stuff now. Like, I started getting into some RCS stuff. We got a 3-man pod, some other engines, some control units. We got like the large spaceship kind of stuff here. There's the lander can I was talking about. The cupola, I might add that to my space station, because what I'm thinking is we might build a space station first before we go to the moon. That way we have like a place to refuel and trade off science stuff to be processed and whatnot. Some solar panels, rover units that I've unlocked. I'm thinking of staying with what we have and maybe just getting all the science equipment. I might want to invest in this so that I can make the space station a little bit better. I might want to get ion propulsion. I'm not too sure about the unmanned tech, considering that we have some unmanned tech and that's pretty good so far. More flight stuff. I might get into flight later on. For now, I think we should just stick to rockets. Rockets. We got. Looks like we got really powerful engines. I think this was part of like the NASA pack for the asteroid redirect missions. And nuclear propulsion. I think this unlocks nuclear power, but I'm not too sure. If so, like, we might unlock this just so we can check it out. But so far, I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, we gotta get more docks. I do have docks. It's just I kind of want better docks. I'm not sure what kind of docks these are. Cybertron Junior looks smaller, and cheaper, I think. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but definitely having like large separators for the spacecraft would be helpful. I think that's it for now. Hopefully next episode I'll have unlocked most of the stuff that we want, so we can start putting a space station down or a space station up. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.